All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the TwinSpires Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint was Wavell Avenue, and we are very glad to be joined now by, in the center, Michael Dubb, as well as David Simon on our left and Saul Cumin on the right of Head of Plains. Congratulations to you all. Incredible run there. Michael, I think I'll start with you and just ask you to tell us how you saw the race from your perspective and how you felt when you saw your filly charging on the outside like that.
Well, the dream trip for her is 7 furlongs with pace in front of her and no trouble. So we clicked on all 3 cylinders today, and it worked the right way. So we're just over the moon. And
a little bit more about Joelle's ride from your perspective.
Perfect wouldn't be a good enough adjective to describe it.
We'll just go with perfect then. That sounds great. And then in the winner's circle, you said with Chad, all things are possible. So when you look at this filly's campaign, this is her first stakes win, and she gets it in a Breeders' Cup race. Talk about the job that Chad did getting her ready for today.
Well, we bought her a year ago last July at the Horses of Racing Age sale from the Melnick Dispersal. Steve Young had seen her breeze. Steve Young pointed her out to us. We discussed it with Chad, and we went ahead and bought the horse. The nice part is she was slow getting started, a little confused out there, and we ran her for $40,000 one day, and none of us wanted to go to the winner's circle until we knew she wasn't claimed. So it's all great.
Well, thankfully nobody took a chance on her that day. I'd like to hear from the other 2 gentlemen just about the campaign this year and what gave you confidence coming into this race that you had a big shot in the Breeders' Cup.
Her last 3 races have been really dynamite, including this one. I mean, she ran second to La Verdad closing, and another half of a few steps she would have beaten her. She just has improved almost like day to day. You could tell from Chad and from the workouts she was really getting better from over the last month or so, and she really came to blossom today. It's been quite a dream. I've been an owner since 1978, so it's been a long time for me to get back to a situation like this, or to get to a situation like this, and it just feels wonderful.
Fantastic. And now we have also been joined by Michael Caruso of Bethlehem Stables. Thanks for joining us here. Maybe, Mike, if you wouldn't mind, just tell us a little bit about how this partnership came together.
Mike and I met several years ago at the track. We owned some horses in common together, and more importantly than winning races together, we are best of friends, became best of friends over time. When you look in the dictionary under class, you see Mike Caruso's picture. That's what I tell people.
And everybody else?
Sal's been an owner now, just about 30 years less than David. But Sal is very, very smart, very, very successful, very, very cagey. Sal approached us about buying into the horse recently, and here he is. So don't underestimate Saul Cumin of Lady Eli fame.
Not at all. And Saul, can you just tell us if you all have been communicating with Chad over the last few weeks, what you were hearing and your expectations coming into today?
Yeah, I mean, Chad said the horse has been training great and felt like she was, really live coming into this race. I mean, again, these guys have been on the ride with the horse. I'm the new guy to the table, so obviously thanks to all of them for allowing me to to buy in. Mike and I own a bunch of horses together, and it's just a treat to be partners with these guys. Chad's liked the horse for a while, and I watched the last race and felt like the horse easily could have won the race, and it felt like if we got a little bit of pace, we'd have a shot here. So I had approached them to try to buy some, and they were great. So we couldn't be happier. Great guys.
How recently were we talking about?
Oh, in less than a month. Yeah.
We had been talking about it for quite some time, and we're all family up here. We really are. Yeah. It's not about who owns what. It's just about sharing the experience together. So.
Well done. Do we have questions in the room? Tom.
You made the statement, she's very good when she has the pace to run at. Before the race, analyzing the race, taking a look, did you think the pace will be ultra quick and she will be able to come on this strong, this late?
We did think the pace would be awful quick. There were a lot of horses in there that was suspect at 7 furlongs, we thought, and we thought 7 furlongs hit her right between the eyes. So, horses who I'm a huge fan of, La Verdad, a fellow New Yorker, but suspect at 7 furlongs. Saris, the California horse. There seemed to be a lot of speed. I was even somewhat suspect of the 3-year-olds in the race because I watched those races in person at Saratoga, and they were speed favoring tracks that day.
And no 3-year-olds ever won this race, so
Right.
that gave us a lot of hope.
Yeah. And the other thing about her, she's versatile. She can run on turf. She can probably go long, but she's gone on poly, all of it. So.
Teresa?
Michael, you sort of answered this a little bit, but did you expect to be wrestling with La Verdad inside the 16th pole, or did you think she would be done by then?
I expected to be wrestling with La Verdad every inch to the wire, no question about it. And, La Verdad's a special horse, so it was our day today.
You race a lot of horses and a lot of different partnerships with a lot of different configurations. You don't own, I think, any horses strictly on your own. What do you see as the appeal of partnerships other than the minimizing of financial risk?
Well, one thing we're clearly not into is syndicates. I mean, we're not a syndicate. We're just 3 or 4 guys usually that partner up on a horse when something comes along because you might own 25%, but they put 100% of you in the winner's circle picture. And we're in this first and foremost to have fun, to be with friends, to be social. I think, if you said to me, would you rather own horses alone or own horses with friends, it's a no-brainer.
And how many horses do you all have together?
Oh, in different configurations.
In this particular group, I'm sorry.
Well, Sol and I probably have 10, 15 horses together. We'd have to count it up. Mike and I probably have 80 horses together.
Try 100, Mike.
Sol and
counted
Mike.
them. 101 yesterday.
Sol and Mike, by virtue of that marriage, probably have 15 horses together. Yeah. David and I and Mike and now Sol have a handful of horses together. So it's
maybe some more after this.
Mike never met a horse he didn't like.
Very good. Any other questions from the press box?
Great.
All right. Well, congratulations, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us down here.
Thanks for having us.
Wavo Avenue, the winner of the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint.
I don't even know.